Ascot have got a cracking 2-day fixture coming up this weekend, and Jonbon will be the star on show for many people on Friday in the Kennel Gate, which is a Group Grade 2 race, a contest you've actually won 6 times before, Nicky. So clearly you know the sort of horse to bring to it, and well, what we've seen from Jonbon, I can see why you're putting him straight into this grade. I mean, you must have been very impressed with him at Newbury last time.
Sometimes this hasn't been the strongest contest of the year. If you look at what's intending to take us on Friday, then that's completely wrong, because this is a very, very good race. There's any number of very promising young horses in there. It'll be a fascinating race. It is a very good renewal. Whereas sometimes I have always felt it's been a very winnable contest. Yeah. This is going to be hard.
But you've always held this horse in very high regard, haven't you?
He's always looked like a good horse. He's always worked like one, and he's done everything right. He's won his bumper, he's won a point-to-point, he's won a bumper, and he's won his maiden hurdle. So he's got to go somewhere, and I wouldn't want it too soft for him, because I don't think he wants really soft ground. But you know, he's just in good form. But it's a very open race. What
was it that impressed you the most after his hurdles debut at Newbury last time?
Well, I think his jumping was immaculate for the first time out. He was very slick, he was very tidy. What was meant to be a horse that was going to give us a race never even got a sniff at him. You know, even I've got to say I was impressed with him.
How much does he excite you at this stage of his career?
Well, there's a long way to go. You can only hope really that it's there for the long term. And
but you in your yard, you've had lots of horses of his ilk who you step up through and through the ranks, and you know they tend to acquit themselves well. What is it? Does this horse show you similar sort of things that those horses have done previously?
Yeah, he does. I mean, he shows us a lot of ability, but there's a long way to go, and it's they can all look good when they're young. They're just winning novice hurdles and maidens and bumpers and things. We'll find out how good he is on Friday.
And on Saturday, you've got 3 runners in the long walk hurdle. Of course, you've got on the blind side, we've got a big price with Unibet. BUZZ, who was very impressive in the Ascot hurdle last time. And then you're reverting Champ back to hurdle. So you've got quite an eclectic mix there, Nicky.
Well, you have. On blind side, I mean, he'll always be there. Yeah. You know, he'll be rocking and rolling away up at the front of the race. And, you know, you saw at Newbury the other day, he's a hard horse to, you know, he's very tough. But, I mean, the race really hinges around 2 things. Champ, we're bringing him back to hurdles, only purely because if you're going over fences, you have to go left-handed. Over hurdles, he doesn't mind. So there is no left-handed chase for him, and we've had a few problems and things, and, you know, I've been really pleased with him the last sort of couple of weeks. So we just thought, you know, he was a good hurdler anyway. So, well, have a look at it. It's a way of getting a race into him and telling us where to go next. As for BUZZ, well, like everybody knows, it's purely will he stay. He won the Cesarewitch over 2 1/4. That tells you that as a flat horse, he's got stamina. Then we went to Ascot over 2, 3 and a bit. It was 2.5 miles. He stayed 2.5 at Aintree last year. If he gets the trip, he's going to be a big player, but that is the big if.
I suppose one of the good positives about him is that he does seem quite a sensible horse. You can put him out anywhere in a race. He's not particularly keen. He relaxes, and he's got a nice turn of foot when asked the question as well, which I suppose is what you need when you're stepping a horse up in trip.
Well, we certainly won't be making the running with him, as you can imagine, but yeah, he is. I mean, he's very amenable to ride in a race. So, you know, if this is what he wants, then it's great. If he doesn't get it, then we've got a bit of a headache on our hands.
Okay, in the handicap chase, you've got Caribbean Boy who's got some rock solid form. If you go back further enough.
Yeah, you have, but he'd probably come on for his run the other day at Cheltenham, and you know he probably is needing. He looks as if he wants 3 miles now, which is what we're going to get.
I'm looking forward to seeing No Ordinary Joe go in the Grade 3 handicap hurdle. Put up £3 for a good effort when third in the Unibet Greatwood last time.
He's been doing, yes. I mean, he's always shown he's always with a lot of ability, and that was a very good run the other day at Cheltenham. So you know, if he can build on that, then I think he's got a great chance.